Hello and welcome, I am Raziel, and as much as I give Games Workshop a hard time for when they mess up, when they do something well, I've got to admit they do it very well. And one thing they've always done exceedingly well is their starter boxes, even though they tend to only have one or two armies, which can be quite dragging. Now, I have this list of things in my head which a starter box should include to make it perfect, and I've yet to see the perfect one, but gotta say, even though it's not even a starter box, it's kind of an expansion. The Hunter and Hunted for WARCRY is so damn close. I am not even joking to how close this box is to the perfect starter box. Now, in it, you get some Ogre Gorgeous. Whoever spelled it that way needs to be fired. I think they got two O's in bloody Scrabble and out of their 4 letters, and they wanted to make up a word so they could just finally win. And so you got the 5 Gorges and the WARCRY Hunters. Now, WARCRY Hunters has some dogs which always look pretty good. To nice see some different, more normal animals in a fantasy setting, as well as the other people. It's actually 6 dogs because on one of the bases there is a dog. So you have a decent amount of models. They're all pretty varied. You've got some little ones, some big ones, some human-sized ones, different sized bases. So yeah, it's a nice varied box. You got a bit of terrain. Yeah, terrain's terrain. I'm never a fan of it, and I don't think I'm going to start being a fan anytime soon. It looks good. It fits the ogre theme about them being gluttonous and eating everything. But yes, doesn't really, do my thing. It never is. I mean, if I see terrain in a box, I usually think that's what put the price up. And I think here again, this is what's raised the price of this box. Now, I said yesterday, and I made a claim very clear, that if it wasn't under £90 and you're doing ogre tribes for, Order of Destruction, this would be a box worth getting because of the price of Ogre Gorges. Ogre Gorges are £18 each, so 5 would cost £90. And there's 5 here, and it's £80, so it's £10 less. You are saving £10 on your Ogre Gorges before you even touch the other squad. Now, I would say it could be about £37.50 for each. That's about the price of a WARCRY tribe, herd, group, posse. And this is why I say the terrain increases the price so much. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because, yeah, that's a bargain. If you right now, before this even gets released as their own tribes, what are they called? Clans, things, whatever. Right. Anyway, back to the point. But this is going to save you money. So, again, Gorges are £18 each. This saves you about £10 before you get there. But again, until they're released separately, that is the best I can say because it's the most truthful right now. But this is why it ticks so many boxes. First box it ticks is one of these sides free? As we can see, yes, one of the sides, the WARCRY Hunter, is a free army. It's a free lot which you're not paying for because you're only paying for the Ogre Gorges. And so that makes it straight away. If you're getting an army free, it means that you're not really you're paying up for what you want, and you've got some extra models for nothing, which is always a good thing. That's my first tick. Is one army free? Again, Kings of War do a lot of variety boxes, but it tends to be that you do end up paying for a little bit of the second force. It's a bit of a shame, but it is the way it is. That's what they do. And with the second one is multiple purchases. Is it an option? Well, I don't know a lot about WARCRY, but given that, yeah, actually it is, because I reckon you could probably use all these Gorges. I don't think they're named, so you could use them. I can't see why you can't. If you can't, maybe you're going to have to convert the big leader looking one. But I can't see why you can't use 2 boxes to increase your Gorger army or for your war tribes. So I can't see why you can't buy 2 boxes of this and save £20 on your Gorges for your ogres. So yeah, multiple buys is actually okay. You are going to still save in money. This is another good tick in the box, and I think it's fantastic. Showdown of Retribution doesn't allow this because of named characters. There are no named characters here, which you can use in an Age of Sigmar army. So that's the second tick. The third tick is, does the armies inside the box have rules. Yes, we have the rules for the armies inside the box. And they're in the book and they're in the cards. So there you go, 3 out of 3 boxes are ticked and they're starting to look really good. Now the boxes it doesn't tick, as far as I can see, is there's no rules, which is a shame. I mean, it really should have rules in the box. But seeing as the rules are free anyway, and you can get them for nothing, again, this isn't an issue. As soon as the rules are free, again, it becomes a non-issue because you can download the cool rules anyway. So you have the army rules and you have the normal rules already free of charge. So, like I said, it ticks many boxes. I would like to see the rules actually in. I mean, it could do in the warband tome, which would be fantastic. Warbands, they're called warbands. It's right in front of me. I should have read that. Anyway, so there you go. So far, and the last one is that it doesn't tick, is WARCRY being a game of many warbands, having all the rules printed there again. Now, many of the rules, of course, come with the warbands you buy, so it's not so much an issue. You're getting the rules anyway, which is fantastic. Absolutely great when they do that. So, this is what makes it such a great box. Because you are getting everything you need for your army, well, your warband, prior to release. I'm just double checking myself on this one because I know what I'm like. Yeah, you get the rules for you get your rules free with the warband you buy. So it gets everything you need in your box. You're saving money on at least one of the forces when you compare them to prices today. Like, I can only compare it to the prices out now, and I can't really compare it to prices in the future because I don't know the prices in the future. I mean, even if we did, you're talking £75 for everything, which is a shame, which means you are... See, this is one thing I was going to bring up. When you're... Like, it's £80. This box is £80. And this is the least negative, the more negative side of this video. So, it's £75 for 2 armies at the moment. So, they're around about £37.50 each, so that's £75. Now, if you... And because the rules are free, and the army rules are free, it doesn't give you much reason to actually buy this box if you only wanted one side. There's no reason for it. Because if you're doing that, you just end up waiting for the army to come out and then to buy it separately. Because once you buy it separately, you're going to be saving money. And this is why I always say terrain's probably what's put the price up. And that's honestly what I think. I think it's the price has gone up because of the terrain. And that is something I will always say. When I see terrain in a box, I literally think, yeah, that's what's brought it up, the price. Okay? And of course, you got to equip the blood, because again, this is another thing. It's actually £15 more than the last box starter, which is the Equip the Blood starter set. You get less models in the Equip the Blood starter set, but you get the rules. Again, it's not much of an issue. As I said, so let's say I just wanted to get the Ogre Gouges, right? This is a saving until the Ogre Gouges comes out. Once the Ogre Gouges come out, and they will be around about £37.50 to 40 quid, what's the point of me buying this box? I don't need the other side. I'm not saving money if I buy this box. I'm spending more than I need just for the one side that I want. So there is zero reason. Once these forces come out on their own, there's no reason to get this, because you're going to get the rules for free. You're going to get their parts for free. So why would I need the extra bit? Oh, it's a campaign book. And unless you're going to play the campaign, there's no reason to get this book. And this is where it ticks the last, doesn't tick the last box, is how long will the lifespan of this box. The lifespan of this box is at best a couple of months, at worst a couple of months, at best a year, until they release the models individually. Once they release warbands individually, this box becomes null and void, because you don't need it anymore. You're not going to save money on the box, on your warband. Let's say you get the Gorges, and let's say they're 40 quid. Why are you going to spend the extra 40 quid to get these things that you don't need? And that's where the problem lies. There's no life in this box. It's not going to live itself out. The second problem again is that there's no rules for the rest of the warbands. It would be nice to have all the warbands rules in a single book when you buy your game, so you can check out how each other warband plays, and you can have a good idea on what to do with it and how to beat it. as well. And again, there's no rule book. A rule book would have been great because it's just great to have a rule book in your hand. Rule books are fun. I love them. I really do. But then again, like I said, I do collect them. So there is that. Anyway, so the WARCRY Hunter and Hunted box is great for now. It's one of the best boxes for now until they come out separately. Once they come out separately, there's no reason to buy it, and that is such a shame. Games Workshop need to go back and refigure this pricing point. This should have been a lot lower in price, because it's just going to be no point in buying this once they come out separately. There's going to be zero reason to buy this box. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to get into WARCRY, check out Wayland Games down below. Up to 20% off your Warhammer and free delivery after £20. So yeah, there's that. That's great. And of course, there is Forbidden Planet. If you like comics, nerdy stuff, gaming stuff, all that sort of fun, plushies, toys, etc. down below. Get Spawn. Everyone should read Spawn right now, especially Scorched. Scorched is great. It's fantastic. As Forbidden Planet. There's my comic, my merchandise, as well. Comics, t-shirts, etc, etc, etc. You know what everyone else does. I do the same. Because I need the money. And Patreon. Well, I don't need the money that much. You have to give it to me. Patreon's there because, you know, it's worth having. You get your name called out at the end of each video. And yeah, that's about it, to be honest with you. But as I always say, if you want to support the channel, click one of the links. Treat yourself to something nice. That way everyone wins. You get something nice. You support the channel at the same time. And, you know, I prefer it that way. It's just something I do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon.